life is full of your blessings, an overflowing cup. I know the little things I do, Lord, ain't enough. That's why I dedicate my life to showing others your mercy, your grace, and your love for us. Cause can't nobody else love me the way you do. Can't nobody know. Can't nobody else love me the way I done been around the globe, been met so many places in so many places, but can't nobody love me like you. Cause can't nobody else love me the way you do. Can't nobody else love me the way you do. Can't nobody know. Can't nobody else love me like you do. Can't nobody else love me the way you do. Can't nobody else love me the way you do. Can't nobody
Welcome back to the Shennel and Keymiel show. Guys, you just got through listening to J Toro with Agape Love. And before we had J Toro, we had Dorothy Norwood and Dorinda Clark Cole with It Could Have Been Me. Also, we had Special Delivery by the young man named J.O. And also Show Me the Way by Brother Gabriel Powell. Guys, we are just so excited because we're going to give you a couple of quotes throughout the show with Reverend Dr. Martin Luther King. He was a great man of God who really, what can I say?
Paved the way. He paved the way for us. You know, if it was not for him among so many others, there's so many others to be thankful for as well, but they have paved the way for us to be in radio, for us to be a part of corporate America and just be considered a part of the general population.
Right. Absolutely right.
You know, it's a blessing that we had him. I've had some really weird discussions with different people this week just about a lot of things. And, one individual said to me, get this, that Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. was a sellout. And I was like, all right, you got to explain this to me because I don't understand what you're saying. And after a little bit of conversation, just kind of further going on, and I was like, well, your explanation makes no sense to me.
Not at all.
If that's the case, then we're all sellouts. Right. Because don't we all sacrifice?
What was he selling out, though? He's trying to pave the way for us to have an actual right in this
to
in our
things
country
that we should have already had rights to.
Man, people are just so ignorant.
They are.
Ignorance is a bliss nowadays, and we just have to that's why we really have to be in prayer. I'll tell you this, we're in the season right now. I believe that this is the year of demonstration. Yes. And I believe that God is going to work on our behalf of the people that have righteous relationships with him. And that I believe I spoke to a friend. I said we could not be able to experience what we're going to experience this year if we didn't make it through 2016. That's 2016 true. Was like our trial year, meaning our year to really be prepared. That's why I said beginning of this year.
It was a year of realization, right? Because we had to, come to terms with President Barack Obama's term ending. Yeah. For one, we had to come to terms with that and come to terms with accepting the election and just kind of moving forward. Yeah. And even things in our own personal lives, like we just had to really come to terms with a lot. Come to terms, accept responsibility, but look at what areas you could improve in. What more could you be doing to help yourself? What more could you be doing to help the community? And that's why we have to celebrate our historians and our great leaders like Dr. Martin Luther King, because he saw the need, and he fulfilled,
sacrificed a lot.
He sacrificed himself, his life, his family. It's so much that he gave up for us,
and even possibly knowing that he probably couldn't make it to the promised land with us. Right. But at the same time, he made a decision. If I make it, oh well. If I don't, I still got work to do. And we as people, we only do enough just so we can get there.
Right.
We try to make sure we include it too. We don't want to sacrifice if we're not going to be there. We ain't going to be there. We be like, I don't know, I ain't doing that. But if you can really sacrifice your life and make, knowing that I may not be able to get there with you guys, but I'm making the sacrifice, the effort to push you guys to that place where you guys actually have the freedom, the right. And I may have to keep in bondage, but I want to make sure that you're free.
Right. And for him to make that sacrifice knowingly, he knew he was in danger. He knew his time was coming to an end. Mm-hmm. He knew that speech was going to be one of, if not, it was his last speech. Mm-hmm. He knew all of this. But it did not stop him from continuing on and moving forward and making that sacrifice. Who do you know will do that today?
It's people are out for themselves nowadays, so it's hard to get people to sacrifice for others, and it's almost it's a little sad because it's the church that we depend on. It's the people that's there. Everyone's not perfect in the church, but
it's still the best place to be. When you're in need, when you need to be built up, even though everybody's not perfect. That's why they go, because they're not perfect.
Well, we have to make sure that we uphold the integrity and we uphold the standards of Christ, because there was a recent post on Facebook from BET, I believe, that said that about talking about millennials not going to the church. I didn't get a chance to read the article, but I saw the article and I was like, what in the world is happening? And we're living in a season where we really are in the last days. I know we've been saying it for the last 100 years, but we are really in that. We are walking the last days road, and we have to be careful, because wrong is becoming right, and right is becoming wrong. And if we don't stay woke, like we say all the time, it's time to stay woke. We will be influenced into something that we don't even know what's happening or what's going on. Right.
And you'll be in zombie mode or autopilot, just going with the flow and accepting what happens. And, if we accept what happens, then ultimately we have to accept the outcome. I mean, look at the election. Look at how many people said they're not going to vote because they didn't see that either candidate was the right candidate. Well, we ended up with the greater burden, the two that they felt wasn't right. I'll pick one.
Right.
You got to make a decision. It's like, all right, you're an adult. Make a decision.
Yeah.
Yeah. And the people that did not vote are the same people now who are protesting. You had the opportunity to voice your opinion. You had that opportunity because Dr. King made that sacrifice, because so many others along with him, Rosa Parks, Medgar Evers, I mean, the list goes on of all the people that were, in that fight for civil rights that we take for granted every single day. So I want to share with you all, we said that we were going to be sharing quotes of Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. And the one, since we're talking about love, and we ended our last set with Agape Love, with the song Agape Love, this particular quote says, "I have decided to stick with love. Hate is too great of a burden to bear."
It's one of my favorites.
Yeah, actually. And it's because hate will make you ill. It'll make you ill-minded. It'll make you ill, physically in your body. Yeah. And ill-tempered. I mean,
keep scales on your eyes too, because you won't be able to see past yourself, because you all about yourself during that time. People don't understand how much hate can do so much damage. It's a real burden, and it can do so much damage. We don't understand. And so, guys, we take that time to really evaluate your relationship with people and things, because sometimes we can hold hate and don't even realize it, and that's why a lot of our responses or the way we react to things or people controls. Hate can control you. You know. So,
and we're in a day and a time where we really should be our brother's keeper.
Yeah.
Are you your brother's keeper? Am I my brother's keeper? I'm even asking myself.
Yeah.
Have there been opportunities that I could have come to someone's aid and I didn't just because? Yeah, there have been.
Yeah.
Am I responsible for that? Yes. Mm-hmm. Am I going to find myself in need one day, maybe needing that same individual that I wasn't there for when they needed?
Right.
Like, we have to come together as a community to help each other.
Yeah.
That's what love is. Together, with love and unity, we can move mountains. Mm-hmm. But with hate, and this is, I'm particularly talking about self-hate right now. Mm-hmm. And when I say self-hate, I mean hate among the black community, among my sister, my brother.
Yeah.
That kind of self-hate, you think you're hurting the other person, individually, but you're hurting everyone collectively as a whole. And that's what we have to think about, what is the result of our actions and our decisions or lack thereof?
What is the result? And actually, we are looking at the results right now.
Yeah.
Because we are so divided. So, guys, we really gotta do something. We gotta work.
Pull it together.
We got to, and we will, and we're gonna do it, and we're gonna start
by sticking with love.
Mm-hmm.
We're gonna start by sticking with love, and the first thing that we should do is, just when you see somebody, say hello. Mm-hmm. I say hello to people. They don't say hello back. Good morning. What's wrong with you? You can't say good morning? That's 2 words.
Everybody's stuck on themselves. That's the time we're living in.
Yeah, but keep smiling, guys. Keep smiling, family. It's a rough time. It's maybe a difficult time for some, but it's still a great time because we are here, we're alive, and we have the opportunity
to change
situation.
We
have the opportunity to be that difference.
Yeah.
To make that difference. So keep smiling, guys.
I agree. Thank you guys for listening to the J. Shennel and Keymiel show. We got our friend, brother, BJ McKenzie with Keep Smiling.
Fear you can't see your way, but you turn it all over to the Lord. It will be okay. Keep smiling now. It won't last always. You have endured the test. Believe and have the faith. Every day, a good day, but I keep smiling. I know that trouble don't last always. That's why I keep smiling. Ooh. Everything that happened to you. Keep your eyes on the prize. You're gonna see you through. Be not afraid. Watch him work things out for you. He knows all your issues. Praise your way through.